This is really weird. Last night marked the series finale of Girls. Going into the series finale, I was setting my expectations appropriately. I knew that Shoshana and Jessa definitely were in it, and that was fine with me. I thought their stories got wrapped up appropriately. Jessa saw what kind of a bitch she's always been. And not that I think she or Adam or anyone involved in anything wrong with the whole Hannah situation. It was sort of like what Hannah was saying, where it's like, I don't really know who's at fault, so let's just give it a rest. It was just still like an awkward situation, especially given Jessa's history, like how they referenced her sleeping with, I think, Charlotte's boyfriend in the pilot. Because that's fresh in my memory, because I just started rewatching the show again. And Shoshana got the ending that she's always wanted. She's always wanted that type of life. And I think it was satisfying. I wanted her to end up with Ray, but like I said, it makes sense. Same with Ray and Abigail. Like, it wasn't necessarily the thing I wanted to happen. It made sense with what the characters had been built up to that point and just what kind of show it was in general. Same with Adam. I find that odd that people are like, but Adam and Hannah's story didn't get resolved. It did. Like, the diner scene basically gave you everything you need to know, two people realizing we're not meant to be in a relationship. Like, it's sad, but that's life sometimes. That was refreshing. And I think him and Jessa are a good pair together. They can both be unstable, but they balance each other out. And I've been behind that ever since the season 5 premiere when they first brought it up. As for the series finale, I was honestly worried for a little bit when I was watching it, because I like the unconventionalness of it, and especially how it time jumped, and especially how at the beginning of the episode it started with Hannah and Marnie. Basically a reverse shot, because Marnie and Hannah were in opposite positions, and it was coming in from a different angle, since Hannah's bed was on the left side of the room as opposed to the right in her New York apartment from the beginning of the series, or from the first episode of the series. I just really appreciate when TV shows do that, like subtle callbacks to their beginning. And this is just an episode that it just brought everything full circle. Because people have not liked the baby plot this season, I thought it was great. I thought it worked really well for Hannah, because here, Hannah Horvath is a character who is capable of growing up. She's just never had something that had to make her grow up. And this baby made her want to grow up. So I just liked Hannah having that realization when she met the young girl. That was perfect, because she saw like how she was acting, how she's always act, and just saw how ridiculous it's been. It was the equivalent. It was like looking at yourself in a mirror. I mean, people have had a problem with how baby-centric it is, but like I said, that helped Hannah grow up. And it also, as along with helping this young woman see how she was acting with her mother, it helped her realize how she was acting with her mother and acting as a mother herself. So that scene just really brought everything together really beautifully. And that was catapulted by the ending, which was very subtle. Hannah just comes home. Lorraine, by talking with Marnie and Hannah, had gotten to where she felt more comfortable as a single woman. Because I liked how they approached that in this episode, where it was like, yeah, he was gay and he wanted to be with men. But it was coming from Lorraine's side, it was also her losing her best friend, and just it didn't end on the best terms. So I thought they really brought that together and developed her growth more. Like, I was watching the after episode special few minutes that they've been doing every week. I was watching the one for the finale, and they brought up a good point that Hannah was growing, Hannah was becoming a single mom as Lorraine was becoming a single person, which, yeah. I'm getting sort of emotional just thinking about it. Marnie, too. I was sort of worried at first with how they were approaching Marnie, because I thought it was kind of odd that, okay, she's already learned to stop worrying about her other people so much and just worry about herself. So she saw coming to help Hannah as, oh, I don't need happiness right now. Hannah needs me. But there's a way to be both, where she can support her friend and also be happy. So that was really nice to see Marnie get to that place. It was like, because some people have like said, oh, there was really no point to this episode, which I disagree with. Last week can be seen as more of a finale, and this is more of an epilogue. But I think every character got to where they needed to be already. Now Marnie, Lorraine, and Hannah just needed that extra push. Hannah was just going through a lot already, and already thinking about regretting this decision, which that wouldn't get her anywhere, because that's what she does all the time. So yeah, last week we knew she was going to move upstate and be with the baby, but we didn't exactly know she'd succeed. So this episode served as a nice like confirmation. Yes, she and the baby will be good. I know some people don't think that, but I really think by the end of this series, she got it. And Marnie got to where she needed to be, and Lorraine got to be where she needed to be. So it was just wrapping up the loose ends of this series, and it just brought everything together beautifully. This is a show I've become very comfortable with over the years. It was just always even when the show wasn't its best, it was just always enjoyable to watch, and I'm really gonna miss it. But I'm glad to know that it went out on its own uncompromising terms and wrapped up really nicely. Alright, so thank you for listening to my review of the Girls series finale. Let me know what you thought of the series finale. Were you one of the people that wasn't so into it, or were you the people that thought it was great, like me? What do you want to see come out of the Girls movie that will eventually be made way down the line? Since Lena Dunham said she'd want the movie to take place farther down the line, so we're in a very different place with these characters' lives. I'm really curious to see about how that movie works out. That's all I have to say on HBO's Girls. I can't believe it's over. I'm sad but happy that the show got a fitting and satisfying conclusion. Thanks for listening. Bye.